First thing we're going to do is we are going to draw 3 blocks of cheese, aka 3 rectangles. But for this problem, they're 3 blocks of cheese. Okay? And you could even put your little circles in them to make them look like cheese. Drawing 3 blocks of cheese, aka 3 rectangles. Okay? I want you to show me 3 different ways. 3 different ways to partition these blocks of cheese into halves. So you're showing me 3 different ways. You are going to, sorry, friends that are recording. You're going to show me 3 different ways to partition these blocks of cheese into halves. Okay? Don't forget, halves is a part of 2. So there's going to be 2 parts, 2 equal shares. That's a little hint. So you're showing me 3 different ways to partition those blocks of cheese into halves. When you're finished, give me your sleepiest face. That should be most of your faces this morning when you logged on to your... Say it again.
What do we do when we're done again?
When you're done, give me your sleepiest face. When you're done, you're giving me your sleepiest face. So you're showing me 3 different ways to partition these blocks of cheese into halves. Okay, and that's 3 rectangles. You're partitioning it into halves 3 different ways. They shouldn't be the same. Each one should be different. But it should be 2 equal shares. Okay. Sleepiest face. Someone went to bed. He's not here anymore. Hold on 1 second.
Miss Cooper,
Uh-huh.
did you know my face was in my toast when I woke up?
Your face was in your toast when you woke up? Alright. Mostrami il tuo lavoro in 3, 2, 1. Mostrami il tuo lavoro. Yes! Okay, awesome. Make sure that they're all the same size. So you're making sure that all of your rectangles are about the same size. You don't want one to be longer than the other, one to be shorter than the other. That's why I made mine about this far apart. So the different ways to partition them in halves, and I saw a lot of people do this, is you could cut it into halves this way. Okay, half, 2 equal shares. You could have cut your cheese, sorry, using my hand as a guide. You could have cut your cheese this way, 2 equal shares, 2 equal shares. You could have also have cut your cheese this way. Okay?
2 pizza slices.
Yep, kind of like 2 triangles, 2 pizza slices, right. So you could have had 2 equal shares here, 2 equal shares here, and 2 equal shares here. Those are 3 different ways to partition the blocks of cheese into halves. 3 different ways to partition the blocks of cheese into halves. So that's what I wanted to see there. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, this time I have square rugs. Okay, so I have 3 different square rugs. Man, my lines keep going downhill. That's why I need an eraser, because I'm not perfect and I make mistakes. You know, it'd be normal to make mistakes. And I want you to partition the rugs. So these are rugs, okay? However you want to design them. 3 different rugs that are squares, okay? So they are squares. And I would like you to show me 3 different ways to partition the rugs into fourths. Into fourths. So how many equal shares is each rug going to have? How many equal shares is each rug going to have? Show me with your fingers. How many equal shares? If it's divided into fourths. 4, right, good. So it's a part of 4. So you should have 4 equal shares. Okay. So you're showing me 3 different ways to partition those rugs or squares into fourths. When you are finished, go ahead and give me your best underwater animal face. Anything that lives in the water. Underwater animal face. Up there.
I can't. You're breaking up.
I'm breaking up? Okay, give me 1 second. A little bit better? Alrighty, so you're dividing these rugs, which are squares, in 3 different ways. You're dividing it into fourths with this 4 equal shares. When you're finished, give me your best underwater animal face.
Miss Cooper,
Uh-huh.
I can only think of 2 ways to divide my square into fourths.
Okay, that's okay. If you can only think of 2, that's okay. Still show me what you got, okay? No worries. Then I'll teach you the other way. Okay. Seeing most friends who are still sleepy fishes, apparently. Monstrami e tu lo trovaro in 3, 2, 1. Monstrami e tu lo trovaro. Yep, for the most part. Yep. Okay. Alrighty, so I see friends who divided their square to make it look like a window or checkerboard or whatever you want to say there. 4 equal shares. I also saw some friends who divided their square like so. And if you had a square that was drawn for you, your triangles would all be equal. Okay, 4 equal shares. And then another way is you could have divided your square. Man, my lines be all kinds of crazy and curvy today. Like that, into 4 equal shares, and you could have also rotated it. So you could have also have had a square that looked like this as well. Also 4 equal shares. And we're just talking about 4 equal shares. We're not talking about if we're dividing something and breaking it into parts to share with a friend. Then obviously we would have a different idea, just like we did the example yesterday with a granola bar. Plus, I don't know if you saw yet. Oh, Riley's eating her granola bar today. I don't know if you saw yesterday when I did the example of the granola bar. Miss Smith was in here, our assistant principal, and she thought it was so cool that some of you went and grabbed granola bars to practice. So, kiss your brains. Good job. Okay, so 3 different ways to partition into 4ths. Alrighty, let's keep it going. Okay. Those are 2 really good examples. Now, moving, chucking, plugging along. Okay. I'm going to draw some shapes on the board. Okay, and you are going to tell me or write down. Well, actually, let's write down. Write down the color that you think is divided into halves. Okay? So I'm going to draw some different shapes on the board. Okay? So this is red. If you think red is divided in half, write red. If you think blue is divided in half, write blue. When you're finished, put your hands on your head. So you're writing if you think red is divided in half or if you think blue is divided in half. Partitioned in half. When you're finished, go ahead and show me. You can just show it to me.
Do what?
So you're going to write the word, the color, of which shape you think is divided in half. Do you think red is divided in half or blue is divided in half?
I know that, but what are we supposed to do when we're finished?
Oh, you can just show it to me. Good. Yep, that's right. Red is divided in half. This is not. This would be 2 equal shares. Good. All right. Let's do another one. Okay. Is blue or red divided in half? Write down that color word. When you finish, you can just show it to me. Blue or red? Yep. Good. We got some smart little kiddos in here. Yep, fantastic, good, love it, amazing. Yep, good, love it. Right, it is blue. Red, if this was a taco and I was sharing it and I gave this part to a friend, that would be rude. I'd get this huge big piece. It's not divided into 2 equal shares. Alrighty. Now, switching it up, I'm going to add another color. Okay. Let me do this color instead. You are telling me which shape is divided into equal parts. So which color? Write down that color that's divided into equal parts. Equal shares. Doesn't have to be necessarily fourths, but divided into equal shares. Don't forget green ends with an N, people. It's not just gree. Yeah, girl, what's up?
I can only see 2 shapes.
There's this one here, too. Let me try and put it in a darker... There's this one here as well. And it was green. Yep. Awesome. Okay. Last piece of our lesson. Okay. We are going to end with a word problem. Because I noticed in small group that we've been struggling with some word problems. So I'm going to go ahead and throw up a word problem on the board. And we are going to solve it together. There were 13 kids on the Google Meet. Yep, I just counted you. There were 13 kids on the Google Meet. Okay. Some more joined. Now, there are 20 kids on the meet. How many more kids joined? Okay. So there were 13 kids on the Google Meet. Some more joined. Now there are 20 kids on the meet. Now you might know the answer, but what are the 3 things I have to see? Elephants sing always. Equation, strategy, and answer. So let's write our equation first. Write in the equation first. What's my first number? Who could help me out? What's my first number? George.
13.
13. There are 13 kids on the Google Meet. Some more joined. Do I know how many more joined at this point in time? No. Easy. So what is that? What's that called? What is that called when it's the word some? It's our...
Some more kids.
Okay, so what, in an equation, what does the word sum mean? It's our symbol for the... It's a symbol for the unknown. So we don't know how many more joined yet. You might know in your head, but for our equation, it's a symbol for the unknown. Now, some more joined. So is that addition or subtraction? Show me. Addition or subtraction? Some more joined. Yep. It's addition. Now, there are 20 kids on the meet. So what's our last number after the equal sign? Our total number. What's our total number? This is what I got to review because you guys are What's our total number, Carson?
Well.
So 20. 20 is our total number. Now, what's the easiest strategy to use to solve this equation? What's the easiest strategy to use to solve this equation? Vita.
A part-part whole model.
A part-part whole model. Great job. And don't forget, part plus part equals whole. So I'm going to draw my part-part whole model. Okay, it's kind of like I'm partitioning a rectangle in half. My whole number is down here. That is 20. Do I know one of my parts? Do I know one of my parts? Darren. 13. So I'm going to draw 13 circles in this box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now, how am I going to find this number here? How am I going to find this number? So I know this is 13. That's a part of 20. How am I going to find my other part? What do you think, Zoe?
By counting on.
By counting on. I'm going to put 13 in my head, and I'm going to count on till I get to 20. So, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So, what's my other part? What number is it? Darren, what number is it?
It is 7.
It is 7. So I would count how many dots I drew in here to get to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 13 plus 7 equals 20. Now I know some of you can do that in your head, but I need to see some form of work. Okay, so I need to see a strategy you use to get to that number. So that's what I'm going to do every day now in math, as if we have some extra time. I'm going to wrap up the lesson with a word problem. Okay? Good job, guys. Thank you for showing me your work. Love it. Yep. Good, good, good. Love it. Awesome. Fantastic. Good. Alrighty, so that's all I have for your math lesson today. Now for your Seesaw activity, what you'll have to do is you will have to use partitioning stuff. So you're going to be circling if it's divided in halves or equal parts, stuff like that. Should be easy peasy lemon squeezy, okay?
Okay, bye.
Okay. Bye, friends.
Bye. Bye.